Hey guys, it's Alan with Front Page Fab, and we're working on a door tonight. So help me out.
Let's get in the shop and build some.
While we're doing this door, I'd appreciate it if you'd like that, hit that like button and subscribe button. It really helped me out as we move along with some new stuff. What we're working on tonight is a door from a 92 to a 95 Ford F-150. And they're the same for an F-250 or 350, whatever, they're all the same. Now what I'm doing here, this is a perfectly rust-free door. And I know somebody might hate me for it, but I got to find out something. So on my drag truck, which is behind the camera right now, you can't see it, I need to know how light I can make them doors, because I need to put that girl on a diet. It was pretty light when I started, but I've added a rear fuel tank and I've also added a cooling system to it. So I know I've added some weight. So I got to get some weight back off of it, just so we can have, more speed. Speed's always good, right? So what I'm doing, I have been told that you can get these doors down to around 28 pounds. So that's what I'm going to find out. How light can I get this door? Now, caveat to that, I full well intend to keep the vent windows on that all the Fords had up until what, 97, 98, something like that, 97. Ended with the 96 models, if I remember right. But I want to keep that because it's nice just to have air moving through there. So I intend to keep those. However, the driver's side on the drag truck, it is super loose. The rivet's coming out. I can't find a kit for it. So whenever a good friend of mine parted out this truck, I snagged this door. But before I did, I asked him, I said, hey, is the vent window and hinges and all that in good shape? And he said they were. So I went ahead and bought the door. So one of the things, as I started this process, I've been trying to find for over a year now how heavy these doors are and how light I can get them. I did find somebody on the National Lightning Owners Club tell me he got his down to 28 pounds. I know a fiberglass door, I can get them lighter yet, but they're over $1,000 if the guy still makes them. And I just don't have that kind of cash that I want to play with on that. I want to put that money somewhere else that you'll see in a future video. So anyway, moving on. So we're going to find out. So I weighed this door. Now this door had electric windows. So the motor and such adds, if you have the old-fashioned crank windows, it might be a few pounds lighter than this. But this door on my bathroom scales weighs 60 pounds. So we're going to see if we can take 30-some pounds out of it. And if I can get that out of each door, then that's a win. That'll be 60 pounds, more or less, that I can save. Now, I will say the doors on my drag truck, I've already taken all the windows out, all the, I still have the glass wing vent, but I do have a Lexan window that I made for it, and I don't have the regulator or none of that in here. So I've already got it lighter. But then I learned a few months ago that there's a crash bar down in here, and I want to see if I can get that out, because they say that'll shake quite a bit of weight out if you can get those out of there. So that was kind of the main reason I bought this door, to find out how light I can get it and what does it take to get it light. That way I can screw this one up, figure out what I need to do, what I did wrong, whatever, before I go do it on my good doors that are already painted. So that's my game plan. Now the first thing I'm working on, I've already pulled this plastic cover off, and the inner door panel was already taken off. I told the guy, hey, if you can keep it, if you can sell it, whatever. I don't care, I don't need it, don't want it. So he kept it. So we're gonna just see what we can do. I would also, one other thing I would like to do this winter is, I still have this original door handle down here. I don't have the plastic part, but I do have the metal part. I fabricated a piece that went up and sticks up in here that I can pull back. And the reason I did that was because the plastic piece stuck out and hit my down bar on the roll cage. So I had to improvise that. So, but I would like to see if I can convert it to a lever that's up here, maybe up by that wing vent or something, make it easy to get at. So that's something we're also going to explore while we're doing this process. But this is where we're starting. The mirrors, the side mirrors that are on these trucks, I did just weigh them. They weigh 4 pounds a piece. So you take those off, you've just shaved yourself 8 pounds. Now we're going to see what else we can cut out of here to shave some weight and make it lighter. And I'm just kind of eyeballing down in there as I'm looking. So anyway, that's what we're doing. So follow along. Okay, so what I'm working on right now, there's 4 rivets here, there were 2 here that I had to drill out. Or I tried to drill them out and I snapped a bit. So what I'm doing, since I don't care about any of this anyway, is I'm just using a flat wheel and I'm just taking them out that way, a lot easier. So I'm trying not to bore you guys with all this boring stuff, but I will let you follow along on one just to see how I do it. So I got this head here and here. I got to take those 2 out yet. So I'm just taking a flap wheel and I'm going after grinding it down to the point where I can knock it out with a punch. You know something I'm going to try? It would be nice to get this window up some before I take the rake, pop this last 2 out, and that way I could see if I could unhook the bars that hold the window, and I can get that out of the way. Might make that a little easier. Alright, let's see if I got that one down far enough. Maybe not. Not quite. Oh, that's hot. All right, so I got the regulator popped out or loose now. Now I should be able to yeah. Okay. So what I just did with the regulator free, since it's electric, if it would have been the hand crank, it would have been no big deal. But what I got to do now is I got to get the regulator, and it just slides on an arm here, and I just need to I got to get it out of the thingamabobber here. So what I'm dealing with at the moment, the window or the motor is caught on the arm for this. It goes clear down. So we're going to have to take this out. Now, how you take a wing vent out is there's a bolt here that comes out, and then there's two here that come out. Once you have those out, then it should let you rock it down and party on. First thing I'm going to do though is I'm going to get this weather stripping out of the way. Can't take it all out because of the window still in there, but let's get these out. See what size these are. Oh, too big. Perfect. These little ones here are a 7mm. In case you're wanting to do this and curious. Okay. Now I got to get that big one out of there. Which that big one is right here. See how big it is. Ooh, I got lucky on the first time. That never happens. That one is an 11mm. Okay. Takes those out. Set them there. Now let me see if I can kind of rock this a little bit and get it out. There we go. I just wasn't quite I was being too gentle on it. That's what I was doing. There. Okay. Hey, there we go. Now she's out. Now I don't know. See if I can get this where you can see it. But that weather stripping goes all the way down this track here. So I'm going to take that out. And now I should be able to roll the window up. Set this wing bit where it won't get damaged. Because we need it. I'm going to take the screws that I just took out and I'm going to put them back in that wing vent. Because what will happen, the way my luck runs, I'll go to do this on the doors on Greenbrook, and something will strip or they'll snap or some stupid thing like that. And then I'll be like, what did I do with those ones I just took out of that door? Hey, I'll just use those and then I won't be able to find them. That's the way my luck always works. Okay, we got that done. Now that window ought to be really easy to maneuver. So what I got to do here is I need this, there, got that out. Get a hold of this. There we go. So there's a glass. So what there is, there's an arm here. It slides right here, and that's what runs that window up and down. So all I had to do is get the plastic wheel and guide to come out of there, and then I could take the window out. And you just think of all the metal we've just taken out of here. All right, now I gotta see, what else am I hooked to? Oh, I didn't punch that other rivet out. Oh, amateur hour here. Actually, I didn't because I wanted to help hold that up is kind of the reason. That's my story anyway, and I'm going to stick to it. There. All right. So this is what you'll have to go through if you have to change the regulator on one of these dudes to get them out. I'm curious, just doing that, how much weight did we save? Anybody want to take a guess? There. That's the window seal. Are we taking guesses? How much weight? What are we down to right now? We've taken the regulator out, we've taken the glass out, and the wing vent out. So just out of curiosity, I want to know what this weighs. So I got my scales, my bathroom scales. I am going to move this out the way. Oh, set that there. Grab the door. Well, it's a good bit lighter right there. Okay, I'm down to 44 pounds. So we've taken 16 pounds out of it so far. Now, keep in mind we're going to put some of it back in with that wing vent, but that gives you guys an idea. So now, yeah, I see that crash bar is clear down here in the bottom. I get a light, let me set up here. If I'm seeing right, yep, there it is. Now what's holding that dude? Ooh, I got a big old honking rivet there. I may end up having to cut some of this out, but let me see if I can situate you and so you can see what I'm seeing. Alrighty. Alright. Now, I don't know if you can see it from here. There, you see that down there where that dot is? That's a bar. And that, I'm told, has some weight to it. So we're going to see what we can do to get it out. All right, so where I'm at right now, I'm going to recap. I've got the window out, I've got the regulator out, the wing vents out. Now what I'm working on is I got to take this crash bar out. And so far, I'm limited on what I can see down in here. So what I'm thinking I'm going to do is I think I'm going to come along right here. I'm going to cut this all out. Basically just right along there. Come back or along in here somewhere, come along here, and then go up. And just kind of take out this whole center section. Now what that'll also do is that means you can't use the factory latch anymore. So I'll have to figure that out. So let's get to cutting. Hey, that's one way to take some more weight out. All right, that opens that crash bar up considerably. So what I'm seeing, they've got like some glue or something to hold it in the middle, but then they've got some spot welds out on the ends that need to be drilled out. Now the trick out here, this side's easy because we're going this way. These ones over here, there's 4 of them and they all go straight down, which is to the outside skin. And boy, I tell you what, there ain't a whole lot of room there. Now I wonder if that's something I could go in there with a cutoff wheel. If there's any gap there. I mean, there's something there, not a lot. It'd have to be a pretty delicate operation. So I can get some light behind it. Okay. Yeah, there's so it looks like the best gap is like right in there. What about here? Yeah, this side's got like 10 miles. We might be able to drill the rivets out here and get this side loose, but this side I think I'm going to have to cut down because the plate goes in between the inner skin and the outer skin, and it's spot welded. And I'm afraid if I try to drill out the spot welds, it'll poke through the outer skin or put a dent there or something stupid like that. So I think that's going to be my game plan. Stick around, stay tuned. Okay guys, what we're doing now, we're just cutting out this bar. I've got that side cut, and I'm getting ready to make the cut over here. I was going to try and drill the rivets out over here, but I tried and I don't have a spot weld cutter. And anytime you weld something, it hardens the metal, and my drill bits that I have just aren't working. So I broke out the cutting wheel, and like I said, I just need to cut this side. I already got this side done, so we're going to cut this side and then hopefully pull it up from this adhesive. So stick around, stay tuned. All right, y'all. So we have the crash bar out now, most of it. I could probably go in there and shave a little bit more out, but it's probably only a few ounces maybe. So here's the crash bar, and this does have some weight to it. It's made out of, looks like about 1/8 inch steel. So there is some weight on it. So now I know how to take that out. And basically what I did, so that I wouldn't mar the outer panel, they used an adhesive to hold it down on the skin so it didn't vibrate. So what I did is I took some of these body panels. These are made by Titan. They come in a package. All different sizes, whatnot. So I just used this one, and then I set it like this, because if I'd have done that, I could have done that, but it was easier to do it like this. And I just took that, and this does have a little bit of flex, and I just took the hammer and just tapped it wherever there was glue, this adhesive stuff, and just kind of just gently worked it in all the way around until I could feel it go clear up here. And yeah, and then that just, once I did that, the thing just lifted out of there basically. Of course, after I cut the ends, but I'm going to go through here with a putty knife. I'm going to scrape this off real quick, and then let's see how much weight we are down to at this point. Now keep in mind, I'm going to have to come up with something up here for a handle. Now that I know what I'm doing, I wouldn't have to cut this whole great big section out, although it does cut weight. I could only, probably down about right here. That would leave this structure up here and stiffen it some. I mean, we're stiff on the ends, that's not a problem. Stiff there. I don't know, I may be all right, but let's see. I'll see what I can do for a kit. I know they have them. I think Tim McAmis has a door kit, and Quartermax maybe has one, and I'm sure there's others that have it. It's a lever that goes in up here, sticks up here somewhere, and then a rod goes down and activates the latch. So I'm going to investigate that and go from there. But before I raise this door up, I'm going to sweep it out, get all the metal shavings out, get this crap out, and yeah, then we'll weigh it. If I can do this without getting in your way, blocking your view. All right, so you recall we kind of had to do a little twisting to get that right, and then we set that like so. Oh, crapola. I'll have to remember that. I can't cut that off. I cut too high, so I just cut off the piece that that screws to. Snap. That was a mess up on my part, but that's what this door's for. Lessons learned. So let me switch sockets real quick. And forget what I said. What did I say this was, guys? Yeah, that was that one. All right. We're going to go ahead. We can at least hold it in place with these two little screws for now. And yeah, that'll Okay. That'll just hold it in. That way we can get a weight to see what we ended up saving here. Okay. Now for the final tally. All right, if you guys recall, we started out at 60 pounds. Let me grab my scale. And then, well, it's a lot lighter than it was. I can tell you that much. Is it down to 28 pounds? Well, we're going to find out. So the only thing that's not in there is the latch. Let's see what that latch weighs. Barely a pound. All right, so keep that in mind. We need, whatever this door weighs, we add a pound to it. All right. Oops, make sure I... All right, right now, we're at, I'm gonna call it 35 pounds. So 36 pounds with the latch. Now, I mean, that door's still got some significant weight to it. So hang on a minute. I'm going to take that wing vent out and see if that gets me down to 28 pounds. Let's see. All right, we've got the wing vent out now. So now it's just the door shell with the latch. That got me down to about 31 pounds, roughly. So there you go. Oh wait, that needs. Sorry, it wasn't zeroed. Let's try that again. That is sitting on 0 now. So there is 20. I'm gonna call that 30. So the only way we can shave any more weight out of this, well, there's a molding there. That's not a whole bunch, maybe a pound. All that's left is this handle and the latch or the lock there. If I take those off, we might be able to get it down to 28. We're close. We're real close. So yeah, I would call that a success. We started out at 60, and we're down, and we've got it in half, so we're down to 30. So that's a win. Now, on the drag truck doors, I can take the crash bar out. I can trim out some of that inside panel. I've already shaved the mirrors off. So there's maybe, well, you know what? Let me get that scale back out. And let's just see. You guys should be able to see this. Okay, so the crash bar that I cut out, how much weight did that save? So I'm gonna call it 6 pounds. No, about 4 pounds there, maybe 5. So we'll call it We'll call it 5. So we can shave off another 10 pounds out of Greenbroke there. And trying to remember, yeah, I still have the frame on both sides for the plexiglass, or well, for the window stuff, so I can take that out. I can cut a couple pounds there. If I can figure out how to do this latch, will be a win there as well. So that's going to be next. I'm going to have to get a kit and see what else we can cut out of here. I mean, we can get it down to 30 pounds. I can handle it by myself. And what the goal is to get that door light enough that I can handle it myself, to put the my door hinges on it where I could lift the door off. That's kind of what my goal is for the driver's side anyway. We'll shave out everything we can shave out on both sides and go from there. So, you know, everything we can shave is a win. And you know, of course, between now and next spring, I'm going to try and get 75 pounds off. So that would be a great win too. So there you go, guys. Thanks for watching along. Please be sure and like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.